Yeah.
Okay. Sure, sure. Um, so with ChatGPT first, I think like any new technologies that are becoming this widespread, we should be talking about in schools and organizations and initiatives. So, I like in my work with TSE, I think like I've mentioned them before, and there's some courses where the guides are really getting into Chat GPT, having a lot of discussions with students about how to use it, when to use it, what it's good for and what it's not,
Mm,
prompts to use, all of that. Um, I think it's these AI powered technologies are almost like the new um, Google,
yeah.
except it's more advanced. Um, I was talking yesterday with some former adult students about AI powered resume and cover letter writers. And I think, there's so much AI powered, um, you know, free and paid things out there. I think for like writing, and I don't really have a good handle on everything that's out there, but I know that there's a lot other than Chat GPT that can be explored. So I think that's like another avenue to go down. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think like definitely for students to be able to see different uses of Chat GPT,
Mm,
but to realize that even when you are coaching it through certain prompts, you can never make it you.
mm,
um, and also, I think um, like you're never going to you're always going to get something that's average from Chat GPT and not something that's the best.
mm,
um, so, Chat GPT is looking at what's out there, crunching the numbers and saying, okay, like this is what we found is good from
probability.
everything that's out
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's true.
it's not going to be like um, you can try and get it to say replicate the best blogger in whatever area, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to write the same as the best blogger, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going based on all of the things that like a person could know. It's going based on all of the things that like a machine could know. Um,
Right. Yeah.
so yeah.
Mm-hmm. Recently I watched the Salkan. Do you know Salkan? I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Khan
the
Academy. Yeah.
yes, yes, Khan Academy. He made a TED talk about how they're implementing ChatGPT into the Khan Academy system. It-
Okay.
yeah, and it was quite interesting. So it was like not from the point of view of creating the I guess well, in a way teaching is consumable service and product, but he was, yeah, talking about it from the tutoring perspective, personalized tutoring of the student. So it was
Right, right,
uh,
right.
it was really interesting. So I felt like maybe that's really good, the really positive usage of thing, because like you said, maybe if we're trying to just create some final product with it, maybe it will be just average. But if it's used to help a person to achieve a higher potential, then it's really cool. So yeah, I can send the link. You can probably Google, but I have the link, so I can send it later. But yeah, it was interesting. So I was wondering if other teachers were using it somehow already in guiding students. But yeah, so that's one of the things that I had in agenda. And then we have a new school from Brazil. And
Great.
yeah, so I think your students might get matched with some Brazil students in the future. They're pretty
Okay.
active. They're about good age range. They're from like 13 and up. So I
Yeah.
think they may get matched.
Mm,
And they've been doing pen pal from 2005 actually. So they've
mm,
been every year the school has been doing that. But so we had to interview with the two teachers and from the same school, and like some of the things that they shared about what was difficult in doing the pen pal exchanges. Uh, it made us feel like, oh, okay, like Serpal, some parts we are solving some pain points. So
huh.
it was a good interview, and we're excited to have them on board. And yeah, and then how have you? Because the two teachers we had together, the
Right, Mara and Ben.
huh,
Mara and Ben.
Amar and Ben.
Uh-huh. You're talking
Yes,
about them?
I think so. From the Easy Talk, the two teachers
Right.
we had. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, were they? What I was wondering, what were there any follow up or feedback, or is there anything we could help? Like if the mission was usable?
Yeah, I haven't, I mean, yeah, I want to check back in with them and like see where they're at and if there are
Mm-mm.
any things that, they would want support with.
Mm-mm.
Uh, as far as I know, they're, I guess, doing okay with it. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll have that discussion with them and, see where they're at, what
Mhm.
they need, and if there's anything, they'd want from your side.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, still, I want us to like encourage more participation with Easy Talk, and I'm planning to continue with Easy Talk for next school year. So,
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
yeah, I think like starting off the year well
Uh-huh.
with like the Storytell program
Uh-huh.
just would be really good for us.
Okay. And last time I mentioned like we can set up the like Easy Talk hub, but we haven't done that yet. But if
Okay.
that is done, like Easy Talk can create the card that will be permanently Easy Talk card. I mean, like card or mission. So maybe like for the next year, we can maybe really prepare in such a way, and when we orient the help orienting teachers, like we can um even though I think the Easy Talk culture is Easy Talk really fosters the like independence of the teachers and like their
Right.
philosophy, their ideas and things like that.
Right.
So I am maybe there needs to be some balance, but then maybe Easy Talk still has as an organization, like because they have seen how some teachers do it and what worked well and what the Easy Talk really likes as like a core content or core value. So maybe as Easy Talk, if the mission can be created, then maybe teachers can sort of pull it or like benchmark it and then add their own spice in it and then work with the students, something like that. So
Right.
um yeah, if you have for that, I think um, not much is needed, but we just have to create the Easy Talk hub. So
Uh,
do you want me to do that? Uh,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, I'm thinking that would
dial.
be something
Yeah.
that would be good to start next school year with.
Right. Okay. So when it's like a prepping time, you can let us know and let me know, and
Yeah.
then we can work on it. Mm, mm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, great.
Yes.
Yeah. Last summer we had like some of our students who continued with lessons during the summer and some who didn't and some who were there for part of the summer.
Mhm.
So, we'll see
Right,
like what our summer is like this summer.
right.
But we always have a lot that return at the beginning of September.
Okay.
But then the beginning of the school year, there's just in Israel, there's a lot going on because there's a lot
Mm,
of holidays. So they start
mm,
school, then they break, they come
mm.
back, and
Oh yeah,
um,
I noticed that. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting the timing, and there's always
Uh,
talk about changing the timing of the school year, but
mm,
here's how it is.
uh-huh. Uh, and last thing is also I said I do the coaching for Korean schools over until November. So it usually happens like during the day, during the weekdays, like between like Tuesday to Thursday. And it's usually from 3:30 in Korean time. So uh, if because I remember we talked about how we could give students some like a stage to present,
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah,
And so this we can record it, but I guess it will be more about the experience itself. It won't maybe necessarily go on to the StoryPower platform that
mhm.
presenting, like online presenting. But if you think some students would like to, or Easy Talk would encourage, work with the students to present to the Korean school students real time,
Yeah. Mhm.
they can do it. So I can share like a time slots of when we're doing. And
Mhm.
if you want to give that opportunity to the students, then they can come and present. You can just let me know, I guess, like, I don't know, like few days before at least, then I can
Yeah.
plan for it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I know like 3:30 Korean time, like that would work during the summer months, but not during
Okay.
the school year. Um,
Right. They're at
so
school, right? Because it's Easy Talk is after school kind of
right,
program. Mhm,
exactly, exactly.
mhm, mhm,
So I'm thinking with my students at the school I work at during the day,
mhm.
if that might work for them.
Yeah, sure. Even if it's, I mean, at one time is really okay too. They could do something. And even if they don't use Storypal, I guess they can still do it.
Okay, okay,
Mm,
yeah.
mm,
So yeah, yeah, with my international school students, I think like
mhm,
they might be able to do it.
mhm.
So yeah, definitely send me the times. I'll
Okay,
see,
I'll do that.
if there's interest and
Mhm.
um yeah, I hope we can work something out for this because I
Yeah.
think it's a really valuable thing for them to be doing presentations,
Uh,
for other students and getting
uh,
feedback and the cross-cultural aspect is good.
right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I figure, I mean, I will be there anyways. Like I'm already, like contracted, so I will have to be there. So it's total
Yeah.
66 times throughout from May to November. And it's 10 different or 11 different schools. So each school, I see them 6 times.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hopefully we can work something out at least one time. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you the
Okay. Great.
times. Not all the teachers have signed up for the time slots yet, but as I go along, um, I will. If you have specific months, like not right now, but if you think about it, and if you have specific months that would be good, then I can really focus on confirming all the time slots that will be there for that month, and then also like communicate that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe start by just letting me know,
The times
when,
when
yeah,
the
the
ones that are
slots
booked. Yeah.
have. And then I think it will just be easier that way because you already like have something going with like several Korean schools.
Mm, mm, mm,
So
mm. Okay, I will do that. Yeah. And
yeah,
I heard from Anastasia, you're presenting.
yeah, yeah. I
So how
will
is it?
be. Yeah,
Yeah, it got rescheduled, right?
it did. Yeah,
So
yeah.
when is it gonna be?
So it's going to be June 11th. So
June
it's like a week and a
11th.
half from now.
Oh,
Yeah. So
um,
if you want to come by, it's on a Sunday.
okay,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, it'll be
June.
like early evening, Korea time. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So
I think it
it's
would start at 10
okay
p.m.
for no, I mean non-Russian Korean students to join
I
too.
maybe I shouldn't be inviting you without speaking to her, but I imagine she'd be okay with you coming by.
Okay, okay, great. Yeah, I told her to please let me know the information before so that maybe I can try to share with some teachers in
Yeah.
advance. Although I don't know how how many students could actually join, like the regular Korean students. But I'm gonna still try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
All right, then I guess did you have anything else to talk about?
Nothing on my mind now, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll stay in touch with how things are going. And
Okay.
yeah, let me also just like mark down for June so I can be attending the June happy hours. I'm gonna
Uh,
do that too.
yeah, thank you so much for attending the happy hours. I feel like we need to somehow advertise better or enhance the content, or it seems like not that many people are keen on copy. I don't know if it's like, is it the time or is it really there's no need, but the point is just like us having like a consistent, I guess, like time. Okay, we'll just be there like whether there's people or not. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
can brainstorm with you, so it is just uh more of a draw for people and useful for
Mm,
people. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
we'll think
Okay.
about
Thank
it.
you so much. Yeah.
Sure,
Thanks so
sure.
much.
We'll talk
And
soon.
yeah, talk to you.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Have a good evening.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a good afternoon.